Okay, so we are landing here at the beginning of podcast number 2, and we're going to discuss red flags. The social red flag that you would find that you wouldn't want to be in a mag with this person. This isn't a person that you would want to be forced to continually do life with due to maybe a failure on their part, maybe, shall we say, personality traits that are just kind of insufferable, or the person that is just completely untrustworthy. And this is going to be a 2-part series, and they may not be produced consecutively. But I'm building a list. I'm still in the process of building a list, but there's no way to keep this short, so we're going to do segments. And I'd say the first thing for me that would be a red flag is when we had the secret sauce free in every parking lot around the country. It's not the people who got the secret sauce because they thought this is probably good, it's probably safe. For me, it's the people who were adamantly against it, who talked a big game and said all this hot, sexy stuff about they were going to say no. And then when they got threatened, their job or some sort of social thing, they just started to reason. They're like, well, this isn't that bad, and this certain company's certain one supposedly is safe, so we're going to go ahead and do this because my job said that the bad things were going to come down and they were going to pee-pee schwack me if I didn't do this. So I'm going to let them make medical decisions and I'm going to cave, but I'm going to pretend like I came to this decision on my own and didn't have my arm twisted. To me, that says that this person has a severe lack of resolve and really isn't going to hold up under pressure. So for me, that is a huge no. That's a red flag, and it's not the like I said, not the sauce itself, and it's not every adherent to the sauce. Shut up, cat. It's not every adherent to the sauce. It's the guy who violated his own principles. Shut up! He violated his own principles. That's the problem for me about that. So that would be number 1. And here's red flag number 2 for me. Would be the cheaters and barflies. Cheaters being the dudes that just chronically cannot be committed to their wife and their family. Guys that, it's not about a mistake that a person has made or a moral failing or a one-time deal where they screwed up. I think everybody here can understand, either that or they're full of themselves, can understand that men are failing creatures. So I'm not saying that anybody who's done that in the past. I'm talking this chronic person that cannot be faithful to the most important people in their lives. If I see a person like that and they're wanting to be in a group with me, if they're not able to be faithful to the most important people in their lives, I can't expect them to care enough about my family to die for them. So that's a huge red flag. I want to be in a group with people who are committed and know each other and do life enough that it's like one of them things where we buy each other Christmas gifts, not out of obligation, but because we want to and we have to. The kind of people that, like, I would gladly get shot to defend their kid, and them the same for me. Somebody that I could trust should I catch a solution 762 and I'm no longer here to take care of my kid. That's the kind of person that I want in my deal. So dudes that can't be faithful, chicks that are barflies, that, bounce from dude to dude, that, somehow usually accuse them of something that's probably not true. At the end of it, that type of thing. Those type of people, that's a huge no-go. I wouldn't be in a group with those people just for lack of, I would say, just dedication to the most important people, Number 3 on the list is the gun-only prep guys / a country boy can survive kind of guys. They see no need to actually stock up any food. They're all about having firearms and all of the lethal side of it because it's fun and they'll go buy a lever action and some crap that doesn't match anybody on the fire team and they just want to be the designated marksman even though they freaking suck. That kind of dude that just always got all the Gucci toys but no he's got $5,000 worth of guns and doesn't have a 55-gallon drum of rice. dude, I don't want anything to do with that guy. And I'm not saying that you have to have a 55-gallon drum of rice to be in the group. It's about priorities, and if a guy spent that much, he should have more of that spread out while still having some sort of carbine that matches everybody in the group for logistics purposes. You know what I'm saying? The guy doesn't think beyond getting into some sort of self-defense situation, which we should be avoiding. So those type of dudes, gun-only guys, and that's their only priority, that's a no-go. Those guys probably have no skills with the gun or besides the gun. They probably don't know how to even make a fire. You know, they would probably freeze to death trying to make a bow drill. I don't want to have those guys on my team, you know. And the dudes about guns that are like dishonest quirks, the guys that have got to come up and tell you all the stuff that they've got. And you know they don't have the money to buy that crap. You know that they most likely don't have it. Those kind of guys that just have those dishonest quirks and lie about stuff there shouldn't be any social or pressure to lie about it. They just lie about it for clout, man. That's definitely a no-go. So I'm going to, I guess, cut this short. Like I said, I'm still building this list. But I wanted to really get into this and mention several things, and I've got some other people brainstorming for me about this. But you should get into thinking deeply about the people that you want around you. Are these people that you can depend on? Are these people that you can... Man, I'm talking about people that you can trust your wife's life with or your kid's life with. Because screwed that up. Your wife's life with or your kid's life with. I'm talking about people that you need to be able to trust in the absence of yourself. You know, if you don't think that those people would stick by your family when push comes to shove or when something bad happens to you, man, you need to find better friends. You need to find better people to build a community with. And one of the things I think that people need to start doing to build these mag communities, and this is myself included, you know, because I'm trying to get a group together, but like, invite people over, have dinner, become some sort of extended family, you know, build, in the biblical sense, build Hessen. This idea that, you know, this brotherly love that you've integrated your lives and you've kind of become one group, you know, in a very serious manner that is communal, you know. I think that would go a long way in building mag groups. And just finding that commonality, giving, you know, people's wives and kids opportunities to become friends and maybe go do stuff together and just really build a micro community of people that you can depend on. That there's the want there. It's not the have to, but the want. You know, your friend's mower's broke and you go over to his house and you mow it anyway, just so that it's done. And, you know, that type of thing. That's Hessen. That's genuine brotherly love for people, you know, that are outside of your, you know, bloodline, I guess you could say. So that's what I'm suggesting here. And I know that this seems a bit short, and hopefully I'm not droning on here in the end. But those are my initial red flags on this, and there'll be some more. So this is the end of podcast 1 on this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and please let me know what you think in the comments.